Alright there guys, and welcome back to the Out of Storage podcast. This episode's topic is going to be about my YouTube inspiration. The people that inspired me over the years to make videos, and of course the different people over the years who have inspired me to make different types of content that I have over the past now 6+ years. So I think it's a great place to start off with the thumbnail. I mean, you guys have seen the thumbnail. Do you know whose logo that is? If you don't, I'll tell you. The thumbnail of this video, the logo, that belongs to Chugger Conroy, one of the OG original Let's Players on YouTube. He began back in 2008. Next month is his 15-year anniversary of making videos and doing Let's Plays. He's the first YouTuber I ever watched consistently. All the way back, I found his content back in 2009. Just 1 year after he'd started making videos. And I've been watching him ever since. His Let's Plays were the original thing that inspired me to do Let's Plays of my own. That's why when I was doing my Let's Plays between 2017 and 2020, that's why whenever I introed my videos, I would of course do the intro and then said, welcome back to Let's Play, and then whatever game we're playing, and then I'd say in the last episode, because that's how he used to intro his videos. You might have noticed that during the very brief time I went back to gaming content in around September, October time of 2022, I even changed my intro to Let's Plays then to match Chugger Conroy's intros now. Instead of saying in the last episode when he does a Let's Play, he now says last time, and that's what I started doing. All these years later, and I'm still inspired by the videos he makes. I've watched so many Let's Plays he's done. He is my all-time favourite YouTuber, and has been for a long time, for over a decade now. I'm always excited to see what series will he do next. Like now, he's currently doing the original Paper Mario, which he did back in 2008, but he's doing a modern, updated version of that Let's Play now, with tons more information about the game than he had previously. What's he gonna do after that? Who knows? And thanks to him, I've watched Let's Plays of games that I have never played and probably never will play, but have still enjoyed. Things like Earthbound, Chrono Trigger, literally any Pokemon game. I haven't played any of them, but I've enjoyed watching him play them. And I also have some inspiration for something that I've wanted to do for a while, but I haven't done it yet, and I'm not sure if I will. But I might as well mention it. The concept of verses, something that was created and popularized by Tyler attacking Toucans and Josh Jepson, where they would both play the same game, record for the same amount of time, and see who could beat the game first. So they were both Let's Playing the game at the same time, trying to be the first one to beat the game out of the two of them. Now, that's only ever really been done for platformers and Nintendo games. I felt like that concept could be used for other games, but I haven't tried it out yet, because there's so many games that I'd be the first person here on YouTube ever to do a versus on that game. So I thought I'd just mention that. And really, it was a lot of Nintendo YouTubers who inspired me to make gaming videos, despite I've never made a video playing a Nintendo game, because I can't. Well, I don't own a Nintendo console anymore anyway, but I couldn't anyway, even if I did. But yeah, it was like the OG Nintendo YouTubers of like Sugar Conroy, Nintendo Capri Sun, Attacking Toucans. They were like the ones that inspired me to start making gaming videos. Of course, I also have to mention the fact that some of my friends were the ones that, when they started making videos, that's what put into my mind, I need to stop wanting to make videos, I need to actually start doing it. I need to stop simply wanting to do it and actually just start doing it. And thanks to Che, Connor and Rowan, and regrettably David, still can't believe I'm mentioning his name in the year 2023 on a video, they're the four people that has started making videos within the last 6 months or so, for when I started making videos. Well, actually, Connor started a little bit earlier than that. I mean, next month, the first video he ever made, which I actually am in, turns 7 years old. It was a Black Ops 3 Zombies video where we encountered a glitched Panzer Soldat on the Eisendrache, where one of the it was a Panzer Soldat round, but one of them was already on the map when it shouldn't have been, and it ended up getting us both killed. But yeah, those four were the ones that inspired me to actually start making videos. And that's how my inspiration for gaming content came about. Of course, I've done a lot more than simply just that on this channel over the last 6+ years, haven't I? Now we'll go into the anime content, because there are people that have inspired me to make anime videos back when I started and in more recent years. So the two people that inspired me to make anime videos when I first started were Joey the Anime Man and Giguk. Those two were like two of the biggest anime YouTubers on the platform. If I'm not mistaken, Giguk is the most subscribed anime YouTuber on the platform, I think. At like, what was he, at 3.5 million subscribers, I think he's around there. Yeah, YouTubers don't have a ton of subscribers. Compared to other genres on YouTube. But yeah, those two were the first two people that first inspired me to make videos on anime. And I mean, Joey doesn't really post anime videos anymore, so I've been watching him a little bit less over the last year or so, because he doesn't even make videos about anime anymore. So is he really the anime man anymore? I still watch Giguk to this day. I watch almost every video he makes, because his knowledge of anime is off the charts, just like Joey's. But Garnt is always sticking to making anime videos. Which I've been enjoying so much. His anime in minutes videos are fun, because they're basically an abridged version of the show he's covering. And of course, the most consistent series on his channel, the insert year and season here. The next video in that series he'll be doing is Winter Anime 2023 in a nutshell. Now we'll get on to who's inspired me to make anime videos in more recent years, because it's not just been those two. I've had a couple more people that have inspired me to make anime videos. Of course, back in March of 2021, I posted my first ever edited anime video, which was my ranking of the quintessential quintuplets. And from then up until September of last year, and then of course I got to do a bit more in December, the covering anime where I talk about a show and I give you basically a recap and an in a nutshell of what the show's about and what happens across the season that I'm covering. That's something that, if I was able to still make videos the way I wanted to, I would still be doing that. But due to the fact that I can't make videos consistently like that anymore, instead, I still want to talk about anime on this channel, so what I will do is, when a season of anime ends, so the winter season is the one we're currently in, when that comes to an end, I'll make another episode of this podcast talking about all the shows I watched that started airing during that season, and give you guys a big recap on everything I've watched and what I thought of each show. But that probably won't be coming out till the end of March, start of April, because that's when all the winter shows that started airing last month will be finishing. But yeah, the three YouTubers that have inspired me for anime videos over the past 2 to 3 years, I'd say, are the YouTuber Depp Ice Cream. I know, very odd name. He makes anime in a nutshell videos that are that have a lot of very good comedy element to them. He explains what's happening in the show, but he does it with a lot of funny editing. Recently, he started doing it in front of a green screen. The last 6 months or so, he started doing his in a nutshell videos, where he's standing in front of a green screen and playing different clips from the show he's covering behind him. The next one is Zuffy. He also makes anime in a nutshell videos, but his have there's a really fast-paced and highly edited videos, and also have a lot of great comedy elements to them. Obviously, my videos are nothing like that, but the whole anime in a nutshell format is something that I very much liked and started doing myself. Well, I guess I started doing it in 2020. Well, no, anytime I would cover a show, really it started in 2017 when I did Death Note. My Death Note review, that was the first one of those videos, but I didn't start truly thoroughly enjoying those videos until 2021, when I would talk about a show and have an image on the screen for you guys to look at that's relevant to the show I'm talking about. And the third and final person that inspires me for those anime videos in more recent times is a YouTube channel by the name of Annie Recaps. It's exactly what it says it is. It's a channel that just does recaps of different anime. But it doesn't do seasonal anime like the two I previously mentioned, or like I did. It just covers whatever shows. So it could be seasonal, or it could be shows from the 2010s or even the 2000s. that content is the most similar to what I was doing. We have a guy who calmly just goes through and explains what's happening in a show with some music playing in the background and clips of the show being played out, but of course the clips haven't got or any audio of their own. I'd say my videos were basically a worse version of Annie recaps. My channel is a worse version of Annie recaps. That's basically what was happening. And that is, well, that's for gaming and anime, that's my inspirations. For my vlogging between 2020 and 2021, in the December to March, no like person really inspired me specifically. It's just something I wanted to try out. And I guess I could quickly talk a little bit about the second channel, who inspired me to make those real talk videos. Thing is, I don't know. I'm pretty sure nobody. I think I just decided to make the first episode of Real Talk back in November of 2017. And that series has just stuck now. Hopefully I'll be getting an episode or another episode of Real Talk out in 2023. Who knows, it might already be out. Depends on whether I've recorded one or not. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the people that have inspired me for my different types of content over the past 6 years. Who inspired me to do this, what I'm doing right now, to do this podcast? Again, not really anyone. Like, I've not really watched or listened to a full podcast all the way through, but I have listened and watched bits and pieces of different podcasts. Whether it was Joe Rogan, whether it was True Geordie, whether it was the Trash Taste podcast. I've watched bits and pieces of different ones. But of course, I told you guys in the first episode that I've had this idea since around September 2022. I've had this idea for just nearly half a year. And finally decided to just go for it. And do I think I have inspired anyone else to make videos? I'd say yes. I'd say I think I might be the inspiration, or at least one of the inspirations that got Dean to start making videos back in April of last year, which is when he started. And he's managed to reach over 120 subscribers in less than a year. That's pretty impressive. Considering I've been making videos for over 6 years and I have 148 subscribers, he has over 120 and he hasn't even been doing this for 1 year yet. That's quite impressive. But that is going to be the end of this podcast episode. To finish off, I just want to mention, I can't remember if I mentioned this in the end of episode 1, but even if I did, just a refresher. Going forward, the channel will have 3 different types of content. Number 1 is this, the podcast. Number 2 is gameplay videos, not Let's Plays, but gameplay videos on different games. And number 3 will be more regular videos where I'm in a slightly different position to where I am now, just slightly that way. Because I already have an idea for a regular video that wouldn't fit a podcast episode. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode of the Out of Storage podcast. If you have, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and to finish, one more thing, the only place you will find this podcast is right here on my channel, nowhere else. Until next time, catch you later.